Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of Vinnie's Vittles. This week we're making a sweet and sour pork tenderloin dish that I think is going to be out of this world. Again, we're continuing our 5-ingredient recipes, so you feel free as always to comment below what you might do to change. A lot of you have suggested using chicken in some of the recipes rather than pork, and I'm sure you could do that, but for us this week, we're using another pork tenderloin. Again, we've just cubed the pork tenderloin and salt and peppered it just a little bit. But our ingredients this week are bell pepper, and we used all 3 colors of bell pepper, the orange, the yellow, and the red bell pepper. We're also going to be using some pineapple, the pork tenderloin, as I mentioned before, some jasmine rice, and a sweet and sour sauce is all the ingredients that we'll be using this week. Now, as always, you'll be able to find the complete ingredients listed in the description box below. So you'll want to check that out to know exactly what we did, but it's going to be real simple. So let's get started preparing it. All right, guys, so what we're doing now, we've cubed the pork tenderloin, we've added salt and pepper just to taste, and now we're going to add about half of this jar of a sweet and sour sauce that we just picked up at Walmart. And we're just going to kind of coat the meat with that, about half of the jar. All right, that's a good little start. We're just going to move it around with our hands and get it nice and try to cover each little piece with some of that sauce. Now in my pan on the stove, I have it heating up already. Got a little olive oil in there. So olive oil and salt and pepper are ingredients that we don't really count in our 5 ingredients, but we use a little bit of the olive oil in the pan and salt and pepper, of course, just to season to your taste or my taste, whichever one. I may use more salt and pepper than most folks, so. But anyway, all right, we got those good and covered. So now we're going to rinse my hands off, and then we're going to put it in the skillet. We'll be right back. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to add the pork tenderloin. Again, all we did was cube it up, salt and pepper, and about a half a jar of the sweet and sour sauce. Now we're just going to rake it into the skillet, and we're going to prepare it just like we had before. We're just going to stir it and flip it around for about 5 to 7 minutes till the pork is good and tender. All right, guys, so we've been simmering our pork, just making sure it's almost done in the skillet, just by stirring it, flipping it over a medium-high heat. Now we're going to come back and add our other ingredients. So the first thing we're going to add is our bell pepper. And we're just going to combine it in. And we just basically cut the top off, took all the seeds out of the bell pepper, and then sliced it. Not too thick, fairly thin. So that would be in there good. Now we're going to take our can of pineapple that we drained and add it in. And then we're going to come back and add the rest of our sauce. And we're going to combine that in. All right, guys, so now we're going to reduce the heat to a medium-low heat and let this simmer together. We're going to cover it and let it sit and simmer for about 10 minutes. And while that's happening, we're going to prepare the rice. All right, guys, so our rice is finished cooking, so now it's time to plate it up and give it a taste. So we're going to add the rice to our plate. We're going to just make us a nice little pile there. All right, and then we're going to come back and add some of the goodie. And I'm going to use a ladle that's got holes in it so I don't get too much juice. Man, that smells delicious. All right, so that's what it's going to look like. Now it'll be time to taste it, but we're going to let it cool a few minutes before we stick that stuff in our mouth. So we'll be right back with you in just a sec. All right, guys, I've got Thomas joining me today out of the shipping department. He's going to be tasting this dish with me, and we're going to see how it turned out. Simple, sweet and sour pork recipe that I think is going to be good. You ready to try it?
Yeah, let's try it.
Now look, you're new at this, so if it tastes like terrible, you got to smile and act like it's good either way. All right, here we go. I'm going to try it. I'm going to get me a little bite of pineapple, some of that, and some of that. Get some of all of it in there. Got what you want?
Yeah, let me get a little bit of rice on there.
You may have to use your fingers.
That's what I was just thinking. We'll get some rice on there.
We can do that. It's our plate. All right,
oh,
ready?
I lost the pineapple. Hold on. Oh. There it is.
Here we go. Oh, wow. That's good.
That is good. That's really good.
That's real good. Y'all gonna like that.
Yeah.
Very similar to the chicken pineapple dish that we do, but with pork, and it is delicious. You guys are going to want to try that one. Now remember, there's a red box at the bottom. I need you to click that and subscribe, ring the bell, so you'll always know when Vinnie's Vittles is back, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye now.